This is a Ddec 6 Series 60 14 liter that somebody ordered the actuator for the turbocharger. It's a whole set turbo, and it's got a it's called a sector paw on the back of it that actually pushes in your veins, your VGT veins. Instead of it being on a unison ring, it kind of floats into its spot in the back side of the housing. This damn light is safe. But at first, when I pulled this off, this was not moving. I had to take this whole turbo off to get it to free up, but it should freely move. If it doesn't, you've got a problem back there. You need to take it apart and clean it. But that was the beginning of this step. I was wondering why it froze in the first place. Then I started taking stuff apart, took the mixer tube off first, followed it around, and the EGR valve was plug stop up with really hard soot, almost like a rock. This shit right here. So then I had, thinking I had more problems. So I pulled the tube off the mixer to the EGR cooler. You can see this plug stop up with a very thick looking soot. I decided to taste it, and I could taste what I thought tasted like a really bitter coolant taste, but it's real dry on this side as far as, matching the same as what your exhaust housing would be on your turbo. It's still very sticky though, so that would probably create, that friction inside the VGT rings on the back side of your turbo. So I'm gonna have this thing sent off, but I guarantee just with that right there and what I found in the EGR valve, that the EGR cooler itself's got an internal leak into the exhaust side of it instead of, going into the coolant side of the system. But if you're wondering, don't go ahead and replace the turbo just because that sector paw doesn't move. What I did is I took the band clamp off right here and took my punch and punched it on the back side of the housing and on the front side so where I could see which way it goes. And knowing I took one of these apart before, knowing that it only goes one way. So if you've never taken one apart, make your punch mark. You don't got to worry about any veins or anything falling off unless something's physically broken in the back of the turbine. So it doesn't need an $800, $900 actuator. That's good. But you do need an $800 EGR cooler probably. So, well, thanks for y'all's time. This is a Prevo bus. It's a real pain in the ass. I'm sure any guys who've ever had to deal with a Ddec 6 and one of these fucking dread it. Yeah guys, well, thanks for the video. Bye.